Hi, Dick Rauscher here. Today we're going to be talking about nugget number 244. It's entitled The 5 Master Skills of a True Elder. This article covers the basic five fundamental skills that differentiate a true elder, in other words, a person who has developed a sense of wisdom and balance in their life, as opposed to an adult adolescent. Many of us are struggling to get out of the adolescent thinking process and into elder process. And these are the 5 skills that will help you determine whether or not you are an elder and the skills you need to work on to become one. First basic concept is that an elder has achieved a high level of self-awareness. Now, and what I mean by that is that they have discovered the beams in their own eyes, they have processed them, they understand their inner workings, they understand their emotions, and basically they do their own work. In other words, they don't project all of their stuff out onto the world. Everything gets processed internally. They recognize that if they have a feeling, there's a reason for it, and they look for the belief system or whatever it is that might be triggering that emotion, as opposed to a more adolescent adult who would then blast it out and project it onto another person, typically as blame. So that's the first marker, if you will, of a true master, or a true elder, I mean. The second big idea on becoming an elder is the ability to listen empathically. And what I mean by that is if someone is talking to a true elder and they ask for input, then the elder will have a tendency to share their own experience and the wisdom they learned from and through their own experience, as opposed to giving advice. A true elder recognizes and truly believes that other people have the capacity to understand and determine truth for themselves. So what a true elder would do, it'd be to listen and then just share their own experience and what they learned. The third skill of an elder comes in the areas of beliefs. An elder recognizes that their beliefs are nothing more than human maps that help them navigate reality, if you will. They also understand that the maps are always subject to change. They are not black and white, and they never represent absolute truth. So an elder recognizes that all of their beliefs are just strictly maps, okay? And they are fully open to changing those maps when they confront data that would challenge a belief that they have. The fourth basic concept in an elder does not push the river, and that's an important one. What I mean by that in the article is that an elder does not ignore the pain that comes through normal living. Life brings pain, and an elder has learned how to sit with that pain and to process it internally, very much like the stuff in number 1, doing their own work. They process that pain and then they grow from that experience. They accept reality, whatever is, it is. They don't try to change reality into what they think it should be. They just accept the reality, and if the reality is challenging them, and perhaps in a belief system, what they do is, instead of pushing the river and try to change the world, they change themselves. If they fall, they recognize that you have to fall if you're going to learn how to grow up. The fall, or the failure of whatever they undertake, a true elder doesn't see that fall as failure. They see it as a learning. And then they take the learning from that. So again, they're not pushing the river. They're not trying to make the world conform to what they think it should be. Okay, and then the last idea, and this again is another big one, a true elder has the ability to embrace paradox. And what I mean by that is that they recognize that there's always truth on both sides of every issue. Nothing is certain. A true elder can live with uncertainty. And the idea that there's truth on both sides of the middle path, no matter what the issue is, both positions on an issue contain some truth. And a true elder looks for the truths on both sides of the issue and then blends them or compromises or brings them together to find the way forward. If we're looking at the electoral process here going into 2016, what an elder recognizes is that the Democratic Party doesn't have all the answers, but neither does the GOP. They recognize that there's a middle path concept, and the middle path concept says that there's truth on both sides. Both positions have some truth, and an elder is always looking to find the truths on both sides and then find a way forward. So in the 2016 election, look for the elders. A lot of people that are running for office are adult, black and white, adolescent thinkers. They have all the truths. They know what should be. A true elder embraces these 5 concepts. This has been a fun article to write, especially as we go into the 2016 elections. And what I am encouraging in this article is to look for the elders and the leaders that are running for office. They will demonstrate a high level of self-awareness. They do their own work. They're empathic listeners. They share their experience. They don't give advice. Their beliefs are not coming out as absolute truth. They're just coming out as maps, ways of understanding reality. They don't push the river. They don't try to force the world to be or conform to the way they think it should work. They're more open to taking what is and working with it. In other words, not pushing the river. And lastly, they embrace paradox. They always look for the truth on both sides of every issue. When you see someone in the election that's embracing all of those concepts, then you know that you're listening to a true elder, someone who has the wisdom to provide leadership. The article will help you in this electoral process to kind of sort out who are the adolescent, the adult adolescent thinkers. They tend to be kind of black and white, and who are the true elders. We want elders in office, obviously. So, have a good week. We'll see you down the road.